play a lot of Bayonetta. So
And
that was the other one I'm forgetting.
Yep, that a lot of Bayo players think they win. And I can definitely see why. Bayonetta can just run a train on Rob in advantage. He's a big body. Her combos work forever on him. And, neutral's not that bad either. Bayo does have a lot of burst options to get through these walls, like the ADK or the heel slide. So you got to be careful of that. And even Rob has to be careful of his own gyro, because that thing stays in the ground. You can just run up and witch time it. So you got to be very careful in this matchup with Rob.
Yeah, it's true, man. And he is a big body, and he is very comboable. So, and Bayonetta, don't let the propaganda fool you. Might not be the same as she was in Smash 4, but she's still not a bad character. Does have some stuff, can definitely sneak you in ways that you aren't expecting, and we might even see some of that. This Bayo in particular is fresh off of a tournament win just yesterday, so warmed up in that regard. But Epic Gabriel, again, second place in the last Facebook Gaming tournament. Incredible player. Pretty much very prominent in a lot of these Wi-Fi brackets, as is Rob in general. Rob is just such a powerhouse.
Yeah, but right there, which time of the gyro, but able to roll through it. Great recognition from Epic Gabriel to realize that even when you're witch time, you still have those iframes. And those iframes are actually extended when you're caught in witch time, so able to get through that forward smash attempt from StanLoona. Great stuff coming out. But this matchup, yeah, definitely is rough for Rob. I mean, one thing Rob loves to do is just, nair onto your shield, up air on your shield. And Bayonetta has probably one of the strongest out of shield options in the game with that up B.
Oh yeah, and then it really is, because it leads to several more hits and kind of you getting advantage. But there we go. There's the Witch Tide coming out into an up smash. Very reliable. Well, not super reliable in this game, but at this percent, very reliable.
Yeah, and I mean, Witch Time, not only is it great against the gyro, it's just great against Rob in general, because Rob loves to play neutral with a lot of hitboxes. And if you just mispace one hitbox or miss time one, Bayonetta can just end your stock right there.
Okay, so yeah, wasn't able to get it from the throw, but got it anyways. Up air with Rob. That move is kind of nuts.
Yeah, it just lingers forever, and it can kill you fairly early. I mean, not as early as, past Rob up airs, cough, smash 4, cough, but it's still a very strong threat. I mean, you got to be very aware of it. And the other thing, too, is when you're in those down throw mixes, you got to kind of just play rock, paper, scissors with the Rob. And, do I wait it out? Do I instantly mash? What do I do? Because you can cover pretty much every option out of that down throw once you're past, 110.
Yep, so there we go. Really good spaced Witch Twist. Or is that what the up B is called? Is it Witch Twist?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so Witch Twist basically getting out of danger and also putting out these hitboxes that Epic Gabriel's got to look out for. So really good stuff coming out from StanLoona, and really has a okay lead at the moment. I know it's not always the most encouraging against Rob, who could sort of take you out with those arms at really weird points, but it seems like StanLoona's been keeping himself very safe from that.
Yeah, and I mean, one other thing about Bayonetta in this matchup is she does have that bat within, which is a slightly faster air dodge. It can help her get out of a lot of those Rob arm rotor setups, so that's always very helpful in the matchup as well. I mean, Bayo has a lot of things going for her in this matchup, but one thing she does not is finding the stock. As this team here, as I said, I eat my own words, but
that was the only option.
Yeah, you saw she had to go for back air, and Rob was already at 140, and Rob with rage is terrifying. I mean, this guy can kill you at practically 0 with rage, so
for real,
it's never favorable to Rob at a high percent for long.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Is you're saying it's hard for Bayo to get kills, and it really is. You're very correct in that. But back air is pretty much the option, and it was just StanLoona happened to do it.
I mean, that move's just great for catching people who want to kind of come at you, especially when you're in the lead and they're at a depth and have to come to you. But here we go with the option, but that bat within, touching out for StanLoona, but another up air. I mean, that's kind of happened twice where, Epic Gabriel gets StanLoona in the air with that attempted up air, but immediately afterwards finds another one.
Ooh. Yeah, man, so let's see what StanLoona can do here. I feel like this is kind of their game to lose, because they've been sort of doing a lot of cool Bayo stuff at the moment. Has Gabe on the ropes, and good lord, holding out the guns. Robot just walking into him, and again, Rob can take early stocks, but with a lead like this with StanLoona, throw out those back airs. They won't kill yet, but that is going to be the kill, or the win condition rather. Either that or a really good witch time.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I think StanLoona's getting a lot of mileage on are these jump call-outs, the ABK. Just realizing that, Epic Gabriel wants to get in the air and start some pressure with maybe forward air pokes or with neutral air, and just be able to burst up right into his face immediately upon that short hop activating is so helpful in the matchup. And now Epic Gabriel's starting to play around that. Catches the ABK with the gyro and actually forces StanLoona to kind of reset back to neutral here.
Oh
jab lock.
My goodness, dude. I think
this could be bad.
Yeah, Gabe might steal this game right back. He's been hanging. Okay, yeah, waiting for that back. Yeah, really well parried and has a back air of his own. He is going to win that game. That is a heartbreaker for StanLoona. But if you are an Epic Gabriel fan, you're popping off. That was really good composure there to come back and win that.
Yeah, but I mean, he figured out exactly what to do at the exact right moment in the, like ending seconds of that match. I mean, as I was talking about the ABK burst in, he had an answer for it with that toss gyro, and that led to a ton of %. And then also like realizing that, I can just kind of jump in, feint an aerial attempt, and, not actually go for it and catch this up B out of shield that Bayo just loves to go for. That was just great recognition and adaptation for Epic Gabriel at the end of that set. Or end of that game, I mean.
Yeah, and these top cut of Wi-Fi players, Epic Gabriel being one of them. So, it's never that surprising seeing a big comeback like that, but you still see it, and every time it's just like, wow, dude's good. So really well played. It does look like we probably are going to see a stage switch since they both hopped out of the arena. I don't know if we'll see a character switch. It is possible. I do think that Bayonetta looked really sharp, though. I don't really think that was the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it caught Gabe out a lot in neutral and found a ton of % on Rob. The only issue is just securing those stocks. I mean, you're so reliant on Bayonetta, like on your opponent, making a mistake to secure the stock. You really can't just force the issue. Mm-hmm. The only move that you really have was, as you said, that back air, which you can kind of poke with pretty safely. But everything else, if you're going to try and kill him before back air kill %, it's so hard because you have to get the right, guess on the witch time. You have to call out that move or just actually time your forward smash on ledge, which can be very difficult because you have such a small window to do so.
Yeah, so I don't know what to expect here. I would not be surprised if it's just kind of a run back. Except for a different stage. I don't know. It does look like StanLoona's thinking about something, and StanLoona doesn't have a lot of characters, so we might see Zelda, we might see Rosalina. There's a few characters we might see, but again, I really don't think the Bayonetta was the issue. I really feel like that was a win for StanLoona. Just didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, I feel like
Ryu.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
Sure. All right.
I guess.
Yeah, all right. I didn't even know this was a character for Epic Gabriel.
Yeah.
Here we are. I guess this really didn't. Maybe just hates that Rob matchup. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah, because I can't really say I've seen the Epic Gabe Ryu at all. I mean, Epic Gabe is known for the Rob. And I mean, if you want to be seeing the Ryu in any matchup as StanLoona, this is it. I mean, Zelda has so many great tools to keep a slow character like Ryu at bay.
I was just thinking that. I was going to say, I mean, maybe it's better than playing Rob, but how much better? Because it looks like this might be really annoying for Ryu. Because Ryu, in a little bit of a ways, is a bit of a zoning character himself, in disguise. But once he gets in on you, there are ways that you get deleted. But we'll see. I mean, Zelda is definitely a character you have to work a little bit to get into. But when you do, you could definitely kill her. And looks like a little bit of a misinput maybe coming out from.
Yeah, and I mean, one other big thing about Zelda too is Ryu, is a character who does have a lot of airtight strings he has to perform in order to really blow you up. And Zelda has a lot of quick escapes like that neutral B, so you have to be very careful for Epic Gabe, even if you do get in, so you don't get a reversal done. But when I catch the up air there, StanLoona going up here for the first time, I think, well, they were up in the last game, but first time here in game 2, got the stock league, and, you got all the time on the clock, but...
That was aggressive. Woo! That was a really aggressive landing option. Player like Epic Gabriel probably not going to fall for that, licking his chaps and does get the sock off of it, but, I respect the attempt. Sitting at that high %, maybe wondering if you're going to get off the ledge anyways, but here we are, things reset in neutral, and this is the Zuna. Wow, really? The fireball just melts that guy, huh? I did not know that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, but Epic Gabriel jumping onto that shield, Zelda just gonna up the out of there and, you know, almost take the stock ready. That's one thing is, like, honestly, neither one of these characters wants to touch the other shield. Both of them have just such great out of shield gameplay that you really just don't even want to mess with it if you don't have to. So we're kind of seeing them play a little bit further back now. Gonna snipe the high recovery. I mean, Epic Gabriel was constantly going high with the Ryu. You know, you don't really want to go low against Zelda and get caught at the ledge with all of her ledge trapping options, but StanLoona getting wise to that and calling it out hard with that side B, off to a great lead here in game 2, but not stopping Epic Gabe, putting together some really nice strings in this Ryu.
Yeah, let's see where this goes. I mean, right now StanLoona has such a good lead, but, you know, that doesn't always mean anything, especially, I mean, it might mean something in this particular case, but Ryu is a character that can kill you kind of early, but he's going to have to find his way in first.
Yeah, and StanLoona, I think, is just full committed to this zoning game plan here. But as I say, that jumps in with the neutral air, gets caught by a grab. Now, again, we saw, you know, this ledge situation is a little bit scary for Zelda. She doesn't have the greatest off the ledge options, but right there, going to find the lightning kick and reset back to neutral.
Yep, so I feel like if... Yep, there it is. There it is. And I'm not really surprised to see that. I feel like if I had to say StanLoona had a main, it's probably Zelda, maybe Bayo, you know, coming out as the second one, but pretty convincing there. So I think we're going to see Epic Gabriel really kind of rethink this, and I'm sure we're going to see Zelda again. Yeah, this kind of didn't go that well with the Ryu, but it was worth a shot, you know? I mean, you never know until you try. Yeah,
I half wonder if Epic Gabe was just expecting the Bayo to stay, so, you know, trying the Ryu just to maybe make it a little bit easier, just because I know Bayo can struggle to kill, and Ryu with Rage is just a absolute monster, but not going to work out here, and we're going to a game 3 situation.
Yeah, catching this jump right here, really good call there. And yeah, this was it right here. I gotta imagine we're probably gonna see Rob coming back. I'd be very surprised if we didn't, and I will remind everyone this is still best of 3 territory, so this is gonna be a tough decision here. You don't really have a whole lot of room to work with anymore, and it's now 1-1. You're in game 3. You're in a little bit of a weird counter pick war at the moment. I don't know. If I were Epic Gabriel, I'd be confident in the Rob, dude. I mean, his Rob is really good. Gets results, does all the things.
Yeah, and you know that StanLoona is going to have to lock into the whatever they want to go for this game 3, because they did win the last, or they won the last one. So, of course, you know, Epic Gabe does have the counter pick advantage going into it, so he can kind of react to whatever comes out. And we're going to get the Zelda Rob matchup for game 3 here.
Yeah,
last time before top 8, so this is a very important one.
This is an important one. This is actually a lot of implications in this set, because Epic Gabriel is really contender, I'd say, to win the tournament. So got to make it past this here first, though. I have a feeling that this isn't a comfortable matchup for Rob. And that's why we saw the Ryu before. But again, if I'm Epic Gabriel, I'd just be confident. Guys, is so good with this character, where even if you have a bad matchup, things aren't all too bad.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Zelda's at a disadvantage here, just because, you know, she wants to play that like long-range poke game, and Rob can just blow that all apart with a single laser or gyro. It's just really hard for her to kind of set up shop, and she can't really box with Rob either, because like Rob, I feel like, just outdoes the boxing game as well. But right there, you know, gonna bait the side B from Epic Gabe, actually find an opening, but Epic Gabe able to just kind of reset right back into this neutral game where Rob just excels.
Yeah, he really does, and there's a lot of reasons for it too. And the thing about Zelda is she's so slow. I mean, she's really good at keeping you out, but you know, if you're getting chased around, you got to be a little creative in how you're getting out. And we're seeing just that. And here we go, Epic Gabriel just catching all the grabs and now just patiently waiting. I think he's now just so comfortable. And this is more what I was expecting to see. And gonna get the rotor arms on the ledge, of course.
Yeah, I'm just going to catch that jump easily and easily take an early stock for Epic Gabe here in game 3. Well, that, and I think the stage choice is really great for Epic Gabriel too, because Epic Gabriel beyond this flat FD is always going to be on the same plane as Zelda, always going to have that gyro or laser option, just break things up and make Zelda, you know, come in and approach instead of playing that long-range zoning game. And that's exactly what you want as Rob. You want to box a character with, you know, subpar boxing options compared to you. And Epic Gabriel is just kind of, you know, running away with this momentum at this point.
I gotta tell you, I wonder if this was a calculated play just to kind of throw the sense off for StanLoona. Like, he's just figuring, like, well, it's best of 3, and I could just counter pick Rob anyways, like, if it goes poorly, so you just throw out the other character, because StanLoona does have several characters to choose from, so maybe just baiting that out. But yeah, because this is looking like a totally different game, and really no sweat for Epic Gabriel at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, the Ryu pick might have just been there to pull up the Zelda, get some confidence on StanLoona's side, and then force them off the Bayo, because I think the Bayo definitely was, giving Epic Gabe some serious troubles in that game one. And Epic Gabe, kind of, using that game too as a moment to just kind of be like, you know what, I want this Bayo out of here. I'm just going to kind of psych them out and mix them up. And I think it worked out, because right now StanLoona's down by 2 stocks here in game 3.
Yeah, man, talk about the mental game so much in this, in Smash, and these are the reasons why there are a lot of, that's why rule sets matter and stuff. There's ways that you could play the game outside of the game, and I really think that is literally what we saw.
Yeah, I mean, character comfort and just matchup experience is such a huge part of this game as well. And if you're not as comfortable, seeing how that StanLoona went for the Bayo right away against Rob, I'm guessing they're a lot more proficient in that Bayo-Rob matchup than they would be in the Zelda-Rob matchup, even if they do play a lot of Zelda. Sometimes you're just more comfortable in certain matchups than others. Like, I know personally, I prefer like Pac-Man and Pikachu. Like, it's just how it is, and I'll just, not know how to function without certain tools in my kit. And I feel like StanLoona here is just kind of struggling to find a grip on the matchup without the Bayo options.
Yep, so all on probably last hit here for StanLoona, but slowly gaining grounds, slowly but surely. And oh my god, just seeing the up smash is so scary, especially when you're at 118. But, not too scared if you're StanLoona. You still got to play the game, and wow, turning things around enough, but really one hit away, and there's the hit, so...
Yeah, jumping away from Rob. Ugh. They definitely were looking to avoid the grab, because, that grab can confirm straight into up tilt up air or just an up smash if you don't mash. But Epic Gabriel recognizing that easily in that up smash. But we saw there once, StanLoona actually was able to play that long range zoning game. It was looking pretty good at the end of that last stock from them. I mean, after they kind of pulled up the neutral B to deflect the laser and realized, oh, hey, Rob doesn't have a laser, he can't break apart my zoning game. StanLoona kind of just took full advantage of that and was able to secure a pretty nice stock there at long range.
Yeah, and to StanLoona's credit, did hang in there pretty tough. That is going to be Epic Gabriel, though, moving on up into top 8, which is where we're about to be in just a moment. And SolarMan, I got to tell you, man, it was really fun casting with you. I wasn't even expecting to do this today, so you made it easy, and I appreciate that always.
Well, I mean, it's been great casting with you as well, and thanks for having me. I mean, I'm always down to do some commentary, especially for these events run by, such great organizations like Community Gaming, like Facebook Gaming, like Hitpoint, and like Master Hand Gaming. So it's, a pleasure to commentate. So thank you so much for having me.
I'm going to start getting you for some DNAs soon, so stay tuned. That's awesome. But all right.
Yeah, my DMs are always open.
Hell yeah, man. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get a casting swap, and we will be right back for top 8.